Hello and welcome everyone to Last Level Press. I'm Mr. Black, and yet again, my vlogs seem, as much as I intended, to make them more positive and less responsive to negativity. That's out of my hands. I really wish that I could have brought you guys the positive vlog that I've actually been planning out for a couple of days now. I've got some news on how things are rolling here with the channel. I've basically been putting notes up on a running Word document so that I would know my talking points and what to share with you guys, but that's all going to have to wait now for a second vlog to come in the next day or so, because I don't feel that it would be appropriate to address this particular vlog's content alongside all of that positivity. I like to balance things, but not like that. What I'm referring to is the fact that in the last week, or week and a half or so, 5 videos of ours in a row were not just, pending approval for monetization. That happens with those of us, and a lot of us now that even are with MCNs, but pretty much all of us that are not with MCNs. But 5 of them in a row didn't just take a while to get approved for monetization. I was required to provide upfront proof of commercial rights to use video footage from the games that were featured in those videos. I didn't question much of that when it only happened every now and again, when it was every dozen or so videos, because I know that's just a random part of the way that YouTube, tries to make sure that its content creators are being legit. I understand that that's part of the system. I also don't like it, but that's the way it is. Well, my ability to overlook that has dwindled since the 5 in a row came up. And that was irritating me. I was just going to bring that up in the vlog to come for the next day or so. However, tonight's events have spurred me into motion, as after providing proof of commercial rights to use some of the game footage, specifically, I believe it is episode 2 of Violeta Here's Let's Play of Lonely Daughter that came into question. I will read for you exactly the email that I received after sending YouTube a link to not only Section 107 Fair Use United States law, but also explaining to them that it is a Let's Play and it is therefore a essentially a first impressions review. That's what Let's Plays with commentary amount to. You can make debates about Let's Plays that don't have any commentary all day long. That does not apply to our material. All of ours have commentary. That commentary falls well within the guidelines, providing for criticism and, literally, word for word, commentary in fair use law. So we're protected 100%. YouTube's response was as thus: "We have not been able to verify that you have the appropriate commercial use rights for all visual and/or audio elements. As a result, your video is not being monetized. Please note that YouTube reserves the right to make the final decision regarding video monetization, and partners who repeatedly submit ineligible videos may lose the ability to monetize." Let's break down what all that means, shall we? We have not been able to verify that you have the appropriate commercial use rights for all video and audio elements. Translation: we didn't click on your link for fair use, or we just don't understand what it means and we don't care. As a result, your video is not being monetized. The choice is no longer mine to monetize something that my channel created. Yes, she recorded it, but I did all the editing and I did all the uploading, so I can still have a legitimate argument here.
It's our channel anyway.
Exactly. Please note that YouTube reserves the right to make the final decision regarding video monetization. True. Fact. A lot of people like to bitch about that, myself included. But the fact is, they are a private entity. They are a private company. It is, in fact, their right to decide what gets to be monetized and what does not. Like it or not, that's just the way private business works. A lot of people like to think that YouTube is some kind of government entity that they can make demands of because of their rights. Sorry guys, that doesn't work with private entities. As long as they're not breaking the law, that's not the case, whether we like it or not. I don't like it, but hey, that's the way it is. It's the fact that they try to make logical arguments about why this cannot be monetized that irritates me. If they just said, we don't think this is a good idea, we don't like you, whatever the case may be, I don't care. If they just gave me an honest, straight answer, I would just have to grin and bear it. As it is right now, they're trying to make a logical argument about my not having the rights to use this commercially when I do. So they are lying. That is what irritates me, not the fact that they have the right to tell me no. That's an important distinction. Now, this last part also irritates me. Partners who repeatedly submit ineligible videos may lose the ability to monetize. We all know that the partner program is a rather fragile system to begin with. I get that. But why include what amounts to a threat in the conclusion of a business email? That is corporate bullying. Period. That is saying, knock this shit off, or we will annihilate your livelihood. We will destroy your ability to continue doing what you do in the future. We will deny you your revenue from what you created because you're irritating us. Because our system is so flawed that it makes false content ID matches, and we're going to punish you for it. That's what this amounts to! YouTube, this is fucking acceptable. I will not tolerate this shit. The reason that I am conducting this vlog is to publicly name and shame you. I have no qualms saying that. None whatsoever. This is goddamn acceptable. The very reason that this irritates me so much, I wanted to laugh and scream at the same time when I realized this. I'm going to show you guys a little bit of my own desktop here. Yay, enjoy. Look at this. The video in question, with the nice convenient little rejection symbol here, is this one. Yes, I was right. Lonely Daughter, Chapter 2, The Library of Infinite Deaths episode. The one that annoyed her a great deal. So, all of her suffering is now for naught. That is monetized, and they claim, I requote, it is because they have not been able to verify that I have the appropriate commercial use rights for all visual and audio elements. How convenient that is. When we scroll just a little higher, and we see that episodes 4 and 5 of the exact same Let's Play series have been approved for monetization, and are making money already. Is anyone a little miffed by the inconsistency there? Is anyone a little confused as to how it is that gameplay featuring the exact same background music, because the whole game is just nothing but the repetitive same track over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, so it's the exact same background music track, so you can't say that that's what's causing it. You can't content match raw gameplay. So far, YouTube hasn't managed to make that a thing yet, thank God. There are no cutscenes in the game. So, where this claim is even coming from, I'm not sure. I will give the creator of Lonely Daughter the benefit of the doubt, even though Violet and myself have both been rather critical of that game. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt and say that they did not flag this, because that's not the way this whole thing went down. It's reading more like it's a content ID error. So, I'm not going to blame Nina, I believe, is the creator of that game for this. So don't send them hate mail. This is not about that. What this is about is YouTube's support infrastructure. I'm probably going to put in the little Turian Reapers in there. Their infrastructure is not being consistent. It's saying that one video with what amounts to identical footage. I mean, obviously it's not identical, but it's the exact same type of footage. It is raw gameplay with commentary, with a face cam that has active commentary the whole time. It's the exact same thing, episode to episode, really. It's just a continuation of the same series. One is okay, but the other is not. Why? Why? That's what I want to know. YouTube, should any of your staff ever happen upon this, which I doubt, this, I admit, is largely just catharsis for me. It's outing this publicly. It's being able to vent and to rant and scream about all of this because I'm frustrated and I'm angry, and I know it will probably functionally do nothing. I get that. But you know what? I feel better for it. And at the same time, it may do functionally nothing right now. But I know I'm not alone. I know a lot of other channels, a lot of other smaller channels like us are running into identical problems to this. I am not the first. I will not be the last. But if enough of us keep calling you out on this nonsense, eventually, YouTube and Google's public opinion will start to sour. It will start to plummet, and some form of answer, of revision, of fix will have to come out of this. So, call me ranting and raving if you must. Say that this is a waste of my breath and opportunity and time if you must. I say it's just another brick in the wall. That's really all I've got to say about this. It's just one more illustration of how broken YouTube and Google's new Content ID match system is, how inconsistent it is, and the very real effect that it can and is having upon its content creators, the very people like us who are making YouTube their money, the billions that they have made in the last few years. It's coming from people like us, and we're not happy about nonsense like this. So, I'm not going to harp on this too much. I'm just going to start repeating myself if I continue on from here. So, thank you all so much for watching. I'm sorry to bring this down on a low note. I promise that the next vlog will be a much more positive vlog. Again, I have some feedback from you guys regarding some of the projects that we've been working on recently and some of the new things that we're going to be doing. We have an event planned for next week, so that's going to be breaking news in the next vlog. So stick around for that here in the next couple of days. And once again, as always, I wish you all good gaming, Godspeed, and good luck dodging the match bot.
What you want? What you want? Come on. Come on. Come on.